They say revenge is best served cold, but this was served chilled, on marble, with a side of drone footage and career-ending receipts. They say revenge is best served cold. I served mine on marble countertops, under track lighting, with a view of Central Park. I was the office assistant at Arista Realty, a boutique luxury firm in Manhattan run by a man named Julian Crest. Imagine a cologne commercial with a spreadsheet fetish. That was Julian. Handsome, sharp, always just closing a huge deal, and chronically underpaying everyone below him. Especially me. I handled contracts, staged listings, coordinated showings. I kept the machine running. Julian once told a client, "She's like Alexa, but with legs." I smiled. Took the note. Then I found the spreadsheet. He'd left his laptop open after barking orders at me to prep the conference room for an impromptu showing. On the screen, commissions. Adjusted. I scrolled. My name wasn't on it. But 6 different listings I had prepped? Credited to a consultant I had never heard of. And then I checked the bonus file. Julian had claimed full commission plus a, quote, staff surcharge meant for me. He'd taken my share, again. So I made a plan. Step 1. Play dumb. I asked if I could take on more admin tasks to learn the business. He said, great attitude. Gave me access to his QuickBooks. Step 2. Document. I printed everything. Every commission shift. Every bonus allocation. Every time he marked consult, and then wired the money to a shell LLC, Crest Corp Holdings. Delaware registered. Step 3. Build the map. I learned 2 things. 1. Julian had been moving client funds through a network of ghost vendors. 2. He was using listing photos from sold properties to inflate staged inventory on internal investor updates. Step 4. Act like I was leaving. I told him I had a family emergency and needed to take 2 weeks off. He didn't blink. Just said, log your hours before you go. I used the time to meet with a whistleblower attorney and a friend who worked in forensic accounting. They helped me package a file for the Department of Financial Services and one for the press. Then I returned. Quietly. Julian had hired a temp to replace me. She wore heels I couldn't afford and called me sweetheart. I let her. Because step 5 was public. One of Julian's favorite tactics was holding open houses in penthouses and bragging on Instagram Live. I knew his schedule. I knew the building staff. I knew the exact time he liked to toast the camera with overpriced champagne and say, "Success is a lifestyle." That day, I was at the building across the street with a journalist and a drone operator. The footage. Julian toasting. Drone zoom in to printed copies of financial records laid out on the kitchen island behind him. Me, walking out of the elevator, turning to camera, smiling, captioned, "Luxury Lies Inside Arista's Paper Trail." It went viral. Within 48 hours, 2 investors pulled out. DFS launched an investigation. Julian's business license was suspended pending audit. The Penthouse owner sued for misuse of property. He tried to spin it, called me disgruntled, claimed I was a jilted ex. Until the press published the LLC link, Crest Corp Holdings was managed by a P.O. box, registered to his sister's boyfriend. The kicker? One of the shell vendors was a floral design firm. The address? My cousin's flower shop. She never heard of Julian. She invoiced him, publicly, for $12,000 in, quote, unpaid artistic services. The press ran it as, "The florist who billed back." I never got my back pay. But I got better. I was hired by a real estate tech startup as director of ops. My first decision? No independent contractor clauses without review. My second? An internal Slack emoji. It's a marble countertop. When someone gets shady, we drop it. Oh ho ho. Julian really thought he was the Wolf of Wall Street, but forgot that wolves get trapped by people who know how to read spreadsheets. This wasn't just petty revenge. This was a corporate assassination with a garnish. Like, you didn't just burn the bridge, you hosted a catered event on it, with hors d'oeuvre and press coverage. Also, the fact that you weaponized a cousin's flower shop, that's Shakespearean. That's art. Somewhere out there, Julian's still telling people he was, quote, targeted by a jealous assistant, while simultaneously Googling if you can sue a drone. And that marble countertop emoji in Slack, that's not just a symbol, that's a warning shot. That's your bat signal. This isn't revenge. This is an Ocean's 11 subplot, and OP is George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and the tech guy rolled into one. Imagine losing your entire career because you couldn't just pay your assistant. Rich people really speedrun their own destruction. Alexa, play Marble Countertops by the Karma Queens. If y'all enjoyed this story of marble justice, drop a mirror or a bottle with popping cork in the comments, because sometimes the only thing better than revenge is a perfect aesthetic.